Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and Carolina Panthers. Antonio Andrews now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham, and it's third down. On third down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Dexter McCluster, the intended receiver. And that brings up fourth down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Newton on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They go with Murray again. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
It may sound trite to a lot of people, but when you have a team that actually does believe in you, it really helps your overall play. DeMarco Murray found exactly that in Tennessee with the Titans.
Because he didn't really have, you're alluding to him not having that in Philadelphia?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, look, he started as the guy there. By the end of the season, he was no longer that guy. The offense didn't seem to fit for him, but it fit perfectly in Tennessee as he led a big-time attack, 3rd in the league in rushing.
Yeah, finishing just shy of 1,300 yards, 12 total touchdowns as well. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Ginn. What a spin. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Carolina first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be a Carolina first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, 44 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The touchdown here to kick it away. As they make their way back out there now. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Mariota now on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. Mariota now. And he hits his man, Matthews. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with their speed and their route running savvy.
On first down, Murray. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
That was second down run for Murray. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 2 yards on the... With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a third down and 5 to start things out. Mariota from the gun on third down. And he locates Walker, complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first and 10, here's Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. 10 yards on the pickup there. And the Titans are going to have a first. Walker will be 33 when the season starts in 2017. And He's kind of having a late career renaissance, if you will, isn't he?
He certainly is. He went to his second straight Pro Bowl after the 2016 season. He did it as well in 2015. Those are the first two of his career. He'd always been behind other guys. Remember when he was in San Francisco? Wasn't the primary option at tight end. But he is in Tennessee. And he's kind of a new age tight end, even though he's a little bit older. Can split out, run routes like a wide receiver, but he also can do the dirty work inside as a blocker.
Again, it's Murray. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Looking for the end zone, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. This will be, 38 yards out.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Room here to run. And it's picked. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They come up in an offset eye. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. Second down, Mariota. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They'll run here. This is Dexter McCluster, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Ginn. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the numbers down a bit from their Super Bowl year this season for Jonathan Stewart. Did have some injuries. He finished with 824 yards, 9 touchdowns, though. Good in that department.
When it's around the goal line, he's a terrific runner because he knows how to get there, and he can run through contact, run through trash, as we like to say. That's part of the reason he accumulates the injuries that he does, because he runs inside a lot and takes on those linebackers. But they're going to work on Jonathan Stewart in the offseason, get him healthy, and have him back ready to go for next season.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Deep drop. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Holding. Defense.
Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding. Here's Artis Payne. Look at the spin. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a time. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd quarter. Let's get to it. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Brian Arakpo able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Gano's kick is right through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. We get a look at the Panthers' defense now. They got the stop last time that resulted in a punt, and then it resulted in 3 for their offense.
And this is one time where the defense won't get credit for creating points, but that's exactly what they did. All right, forced them into a punt, turned it over to the
Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Coney Ely able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No. To go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Mariota. Left side, caught by Matthews. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing is Newton. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Rashad Johnson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board. And
the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A run. It's Murray. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
One thing I do know about DeMarco Murray, he loves to pile up carries. You know, a lot of backs are concerned about how many they have. Not him. He wants the ball all the time. But so far in this game, that's not working too well, and his team's losing.
He's had a decent chunk of carries. He just hasn't had much success when he's gotten those carries. A handoff. It's Murray. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. The offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just driving on those
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gano for the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, it takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To the air again, Mariota. He gets it to Matthews, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
3rd and short yardage, Mariota. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
The way the game's played now, you almost can take position affiliations off of guys. He may have been a running back, but they count on him to be a receiver and catch that football.
But he could not catch it. A big drop on 3rd down.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to...
This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time, Newton to Benjamin. 49 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
This is Stewart. Shreds the tackle. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Stewart, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Mariota on 1st down. He finds Matthews. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Mike, check. 59.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Time for a break. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Mariota. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target, and it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Panthers coming out now. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Hey, you got three down.
Stewart is the lone setback. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Avery Williamson in there to get him.
Change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case,
man, complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Forced out to his left. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Holding. Defense.
That's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. Throwing here, Newton. He sets to fire deep. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Cam looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it.
Good job, baby. Good job. Good stop, D. Good stop.